Hello, and welcome back to Breakpoint Safety Talks. My name is Jennifer Haas, and today we'll be talking about the importance of following procedure when entering a grain bin to avoid entrapment. First, let's start off with a video about an employee who unfortunately succumbed to his injuries as a result of being entrapped in a grain bin.
Tommy knew that he wasn't supposed to do that. Him and I talked about it before the accident in a couple different occasions. He said, Mom, he's got us going into the silo. He knew it wasn't right, but yet he continued to do it because that's what his job was.
It was May 2011, and Tommy Osier had just turned 18. He had been working on the farm of a family friend for just 1 month. He loved working with the dairy cattle, but dreaded having to fix their feed. The augers, which pushed feed corn out of the silo, were broken, so Tommy had to go into the dank cement bin and bust up the clumps of moist corn caked to the sides. On the day Tommy died, volunteer firefighters Matt Schwab and Roger Sangsland responded to the 911 call saying that a teen was trapped in a silo.
When we arrived, the employee that Tommy was working with told us that Tommy was in the bottom of the silo with approximately 20 feet of corn on top of him. And at that point then, we knew the severity of the situation.
It took 35 emergency workers 4 hours to remove Tommy Osier's body from the silo. After Tommy's death, Michigan safety regulators fined Pine Grove farm owners Dave and Don Schwab $3,500 and made them fix the augers, which, employees say, had been broken for 3 years. Mr. Schwab told regulators he was aware of the risks of working in a silo due to the toxic gases produced by fermenting corn, but said he had not heard of the engulfment hazard.
An estimated 15 to 20 documented grain entrapments occur annually in the United States, but many non-fatal incidents go unreported. Approximately 55% of the known entrapments that lead to engulfment resulted in death. 70% of these incidents happened on the farm, and 45% of known entrapments involve corn. With those statistics and the video in mind, all employers need to ensure they have the proper procedures in place to help mitigate grain bin engulfment accidents. While entrapment and engulfments may still happen, when the proper procedures are followed, there is more of a successful outcome in getting the employee out. These procedures should include confined space and emergency response. The following guidelines should be followed to help prevent grain bin entrapments. No one under the age of 18 should enter a confined space. Lock out and tag out the auger, both in the bin and on the sweeper arm. Conduct air quality tests prior to entering the bin to ensure there is not a toxic atmosphere. Employees should wear a harness and tie off properly before entering the grain bin. And the most important thing, entering a confined space is a two-person job. The employee who enters the bin and an employee that is outside of the bin who can react appropriately if an employee becomes entrapped. Now we will be demonstrating how quickly an employee can become entrapped and then engulfed in a flowing grain bin. A person in a bin only has 2 seconds to react once the grain starts flowing beneath them. Entrapment can occur in 4 to 5 seconds, and a full engulfment can result in only 22 seconds. It takes 90 seconds for a 6-foot man to suffocate. If an employee becomes entrapped, they should follow these safety tips to help prevent this incident from becoming a fatality. Stay calm and try to contact a fellow employee that is outside of the bin. Try to fight and get out of the bin. Most grains only need to go up to the knees of the worker before they are no longer able to move. If wearing a hat, use this to cover your mouth and nose. Grain can enter the nose and mouth and cause the grain to swell and block the airways. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Breakpoint Safety Talks. Always follow proper procedures to keep you and everyone around you safe. Until next time, be safe out there.